Hey, we've been getting a lot of requests lately on how to find Amazon sellers using store leads, and it's worth mentioning that we're not crawling marketplaces like Amazon, Etsy, eBay, looking for brands directly. What we're doing instead is crawling the entire internet looking for any instance of a standalone e-commerce website. These are websites that usually have their own domain name, they have their own checkout page, the entire website is dedicated to them. They don't share that website with, say, another brand. So it's not a marketplace. It's a standalone e-commerce website. They're usually hosted on commercial e-commerce platforms like Shopify, Wix, Magento, WooCommerce, or maybe they've built their own website from scratch. And that is the purpose of store leads. We think we have great coverage of that. We think we have most of the standalone e-commerce websites on the internet. But we do know that there's a large crossover of brands that have their own website but also sell their products on Amazon. So this video will take you through a few tips as to how you can find that crossover. The first thing that comes to mind is looking for all the stores that have the Amazon channel installed, which you can reach over here. It's under sales channels. This allows them to sync their inventory between their standalone e-commerce website and their Amazon store. We think that we only have partial coverage though, because for technical reasons, it's sometimes hard to identify this because it's a very back-end piece of software. Another tip that you can check out is looking for any apps or technologies that would only make sense to install if you're also selling your products on Amazon. So a few examples of this are Amazon review importers, and for technologies, you could look at things like Sellbrite, which is a really good signal that they might also be selling their products on Amazon. Sellbrite is a product feed syncing software, so it also allows them to sync their inventory between Amazon and Shopify. It's very similar to the official Amazon channel. If you're interested about the difference between apps and technologies, I have another video talking about that, so I'll link that in the description of this one. Another thing that comes to mind is looking for any store that has the new Buy with Prime button, which just came out. And we know that there has been some press lately around Shopify not allowing this, but other websites still will. And from what we know, this is still an early program with the goal to expand it to the general public. I think it's by invite only at the moment, but if they have the Buy with Prime button on their website, they definitely also sell on Amazon. So that's another great signal to check out. And finally, if you have your own list, maybe a list that you found somewhere else on another lead generation platform, you can import that list into store leads to look for the crossover. And the way you do that is by clicking on lists in the menu, clicking create new list here. So I'll call this one Amazon sellers. And you can upload that list as a CSV file in store leads. I have another video that talks about list manipulation after you've imported a list, so I'll add that to the description of this one. But that would be another great way to look for the crossover of Amazon sellers, in which case they're coming from a list that you've already gotten, and crossing that list with the store leads database. Hope this helps. If you have any questions, please email support@storeleads.app. Thank you.